yesterday I was on a bus going through life with everything passing me by. Now almost everything has changed, the buildings and the place we grew up in, but they'll never go away. Time is passing in dog years, every day goes by so fast, the hours feel like seconds, and I just want it to last a little longer. The dog years. I know it's almost over, but that doesn't mean it's over. The memories will live on in our heads. I wish I could go back and hold my own hand, walking through the hallway, if I could do it again. Time is passing in dog years, every day goes by so fast, the hours feel like seconds, and I just want it to last a little longer. The dog years. The dog years went by so fast, but I got to spend them with you. The dog years went by in the blink of an eye, and I do it all over again with you. Time is passing in dog years, every day goes by so fast, the hours feel like seconds, and I just want it to last a little longer. The dog years. Just a little longer.
Good afternoon. Thank you to James Hemingway for writing and recording the 2021 FAU High School graduation song, Dog Years, which just played over our baby photo montage. Welcome to Florida Atlantic University High School's commencement. Today's ceremony is one of honor, recognition, and respect. We would like to emphasize how much we all want to make this important occasion an orderly ceremony and ensure that all graduates receive the recognition they have earned. To that end, would you please now silence all cell phones and electronic devices that could mar the dignity of the ceremony for our graduates. The fire marshal requires that we keep all aisles clear, so we must ask that you not leave your seats to take individual pictures. We have a professional photographer on hand taking photos of each student. We also highly recommend you to keep your face coverings on at all times while you are on the FAU campus. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we ask that you remain seated while we exit the auditorium by sections. Ushers will be on hand to direct you to your exit. We welcome all family, guests, graduates, and those joining us online. It is my privilege to introduce our distinguished platform guests. President of Florida Atlantic University, Dr. John Kelly. Assistant Dean of the College of Education and Superintendent of Florida Atlantic University Lab Schools, Dr. Joel Herbst. Florida Atlantic University Board of Trustees member, Mr. Brad Levine. Principal Director of A.D. Henderson University School and FAU High School, Mrs. Sherry Bees. Assistant Principal of FAU High School, Mrs. Christine Rick. Associate Director of FAU High School, Mrs. Molly Adam. The class of 2021 is defined by the ability to adapt and overcome. Starting in a one-hallway building full of new beginnings, freshman year was incredibly challenging, but allowed us to socialize and create friendships forged by our universal struggle of our 9th grade year. We finished freshman year knowing that we had an unbreakable bond with our peers and a staff that would always be willing to help and support us. As we crossed the street, we quickly rose to the top of our undergraduate classes. We grasped our newly found freedom by becoming involved in undergraduate research, collegiate clubs, and volunteer opportunities, allowing us to leave our footprint at FAU. Then, a roadblock hit that was so unimaginable, it made the entire world stand still. With the climbing death toll of over 3 million lives lost worldwide, my heart goes out to anyone who has lost a loved one to COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic, beginning in our junior year and continuing throughout our senior year, defined our last 2 years of our collegiate experience, but it did not stop us. We began to view our world through the new lens of Zoom and adjust to our new reality. But as FAU high school students, we did what we do best: persevere. Even as the world stood still, we moved forward. During these unprecedented times, we were able to create new opportunities and continue to do the things we love. We continue to be scientists, artists, athletes, volunteers, leaders, and friends. Now, we are on the cusp of crossing the stage and becoming graduates. When I was searching for ideas on how to open this graduation ceremony, I came across some notes my mom took during our freshman orientation back in 2017. She wrote down one quote that, looking at it now, I find describes our class and experience at FAU High School. She wrote, "Lean into our program. We are going to set you apart." How true these words are. 4 years later, we have done just that and have set ourselves apart from all other high schoolers. With a variety of majors, interests, and dreams, each of us will leave today and embark on the next chapter of our lives. I have no doubt that each member of our graduating class will leave a mark on our world. No matter the uncertainty of our futures, I know that the grit and perseverance fostered through the last 4 years will unite us as FAU High School alumni. No matter where we go, what we do, or who we become, we will forever be united through the common thread of our unique high school experience. Congratulations, class of 2021. Now, please stand for the singing of the national anthem by graduating senior Maya Gurwar, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Maya, for singing the pledge, the national anthem, and Hannah for restating the pledge. What a heartfelt opening. I'm a little emotional, sorry. That was so beautiful. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a momentous occasion to celebrate our graduates and also to salute those who have given themselves to serve our country. At this time, we ask all of our active military members and veterans, please stand so we may recognize you. We would also like to take a moment to thank our healthcare heroes and first responders. Please stand so we may recognize your service as well. Our graduates have benefited from the mentoring, coaching, and support provided by the faculty and staff of A.D. Henderson University School and FAU High School. All members of our staff and faculty, please stand to be recognized for your efforts on behalf of the class of 2021. As we all know, Florida Atlantic University High School could not continue to excel without the support from our numerous university partners. There is one individual that we would like to honor today for his commitment to advancing the educational journey of our students. Last year, we made our partnership official with the Max Planck Society and the Max Planck Florida Institute for Neuroscience. While our relationship started off as a partnership, our continued work has developed into a great friendship, and I am excited about the future with Dr. Matthias Ari and his team at the Max Planck Florida Institute for Neuroscience. Dr. Ari was integral in establishing the FAU High School Jupiter campus in partnership with Max Planck Academy. This premier early collegiate high school experience for STEM-focused juniors and seniors offers students the ability to concurrently complete the Max Planck Academy Enrichment Program, where students acquire cutting-edge skills and neuroscience-related research experiences. Matthias, thank you so much for your continued support and incredible leadership. Your friendship and dedication have been a catalyst for our students' personal growth. There's a token appreciation under your seat to thank you for everything. Thank you again so much, Matthias. Since his arrival at Florida Atlantic University, President Kelly has pursued his goal to make FAU America's fastest improving university. Under his transformational leadership, FAU has established a track record of relentless improvements, which includes doubling research expenditures, enrolling an all-time high number of national merit scholars, setting new records for private gifts to FAU Foundation, increasing graduation and academic progress rates, and raising the profile of the FAU athletics program. In 2020, for the first time in the university's history, FAU was ranked amongst the nation's top public school by U.S. News & World Report. This year, FAU has moved up to 136 in the nation. While serving our university as president is no small feat, Dr. Kelly continues to be FAU High School's most ardent supporter and consistently ensures our students are challenged to grow and thrive and integrate as highly valued members of the university community. Innovative programs such as the Undergraduate Research Program, MedDirect Pipeline, Brain Institute Scholars, the Kane Institute, and our National Merit Scholars Program, and more recently, FAU High School's Jupiter campus in partnership with Max Planck Academy have flourished thanks to his foresight, cultivation, and support. Our students now receive exceptional orientation and social-emotional support, specialized undergraduate advising, and unprecedented financial aid scholarships to complete even graduate degrees, essentially debt-free. We are thoroughly indebted to Dr. Kelly for his leadership and unwavering support, and grateful for elevating FAU High School and his ambition vision for FAU High. It is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. John Kelly, President of Florida Atlantic University.
Thank you, Principal Bees. And let me ask that you be the last COVID class that we ever have to graduate at FAU. How would that be? I'm really happy to be able to take part in the 17th graduation ceremony of Florida Atlantic University High School. I had a chance yesterday to meet with this group. It's called the Council of 100, and it's the 100 business leaders of the state of Florida. And my speech was on you. This incredible school that's doing things that no school in America is doing. And you guys, when you're in front of anybody, you're so articulate. And when a person commends you on something, you're so modest in your behavior. You really epitomize, I think, the role model of what we'd like a young person to leave school with. And I wish that you were staying all on. Some of you are finished already. I shook the hands of 5 of you about 2 weeks ago in the stadium where you graduated college before you finished high school. It's an incredible accomplishment. I also want to thank Trustee Brad Levine, who is a survivor of COVID and is back here with us. He's been a great trustee. He has deep family connections to the school, and he's a very generous supporter of the school as well as a wonderful trustee for us. And I'd have to say to Matthias Hurry, my good friend, without him, there would be no FAU High at Jupiter. And with him, I had the chance to see a picture of Nobel Prize winner Stefan Hale standing with our students, lecturing and speaking with them. And for a high school student to be able to be mentored and taught by a Nobel Prize winner is unprecedented. So Matthias, again, I want to thank you for your tremendous support. For those of you that don't know, the neuroscience program at Max Planck is ranked number 2 in the world. Their partner across the street, Scripps, is number 1 in the world. Think about that, the access you've had to such incredible talent. Graduates, I know that you've worked hard to reach this important day, and we're very proud that all of you have accomplished so many things during your years at FAU High, which has been ranked among the very best schools in the nation by U.S. News & World Report. And it is the only school in the state of Florida with a 100% graduation rate for 5 consecutive years. That is just unheard of. Congratulations to you. Recognition of this kind speaks to the very high caliber of each of you in this class, the wonderful support that you've also received from your families, and the dedication and the effectiveness of your incredible teachers, your supportive administrators, and your advisors. It's a time where many of us are under a lot of stress, And I have to commend those, the mental health counselors and others, who see that in a person and catch it before there's any other circumstance that happens. So I thank all the counselors that have stepped up to make this difficult time that we've been dealing with more placid for you students as you move through those difficulties. I know that many of you have achieved incredible national accolades for your academic accomplishments. 52 of you were recognized by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation for your academic achievement and performance on the PSAT and SAT standardized examinations. Congratulations to all of our National Merit Scholars, National Merit Finalists, and National Merit Commended students. Please stand again and be recognized. It's an incredible honor. Additionally, the College Board National Recognition Programs recognize approximately 5,000 outstanding high school students for their academic achievement and high scores on the PSAT. Congratulations to our, you have to listen, this is unbelievable with the size of this school, 12 National Hispanic Recognition Scholars, 12 National African American Recognition Scholars, and 1 Native Indigenous American Recognition Scholar. Please stand and be recognized for that incredible honor. As I said during commencement ceremonies earlier, we were able to recognize several of you. And we just take tremendous pride in students who are doing these incredible things at an exceptionally young age. And I'd like to offer my personal congratulations to FAU's alumni once again. Approximately 71% of the class of 2021 will continue their education here at FAU and complete their bachelor's degrees in the summer or fall. Keep that in mind. Finish their bachelor's degree in the summer or fall after finishing high school. I'm happy to share that to date, the FAU Offices of Undergraduate Admissions and Financial Aid have offered more than $500,000 in grants and scholarships to the class of 2021. Best of all, most students are on pace to complete their bachelor's degree within 1 year of their high school graduation. Many of these funds can be used for graduate programs. We'd like for you to stay on for a graduate program. This unprecedented scholarship initiative demonstrates the university's deep commitment to cultivating the talent and success of you as FAU high graduates. This marks the 60th anniversary of the founding of FAU, which, when in 1961, the state legislature granted funding to build the state of Florida's 5th university. And that was the start of a really tremendous decade of importance for FAU. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson stood in front of what is now the library at FAU and made a special trip to Boca Raton to take part in our dedication ceremony and declare this university fully open. 4 years after that, A.D. Henderson was opened. The 1960s were thus a very important decade, not only for our nation, but for our university. The high school students of the 1960s are grandparents today, but like you, they were coming of age at a time when much change was taking place in the world and across this country as well. And like you, they were witnessing some of the most unforgettable and unforgivable events in history. They saw the start of the Vietnam War and the assassinations of John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King. But they also saw the signing of the Civil Rights Act and the moon landing, giving us hope for the future. You saw COVID-19's pandemic and its wide-ranging impacts, from claiming more than 3 million lives worldwide to causing a global financial crisis. But you also saw the first female, first African American, and first Asian American to be sworn in as Vice President of the United States, as well as the rollout of the first COVID vaccines, once again giving us hope for our future. I know this year has not been easy for you, and I really want to commend you for adapting to these unprecedented circumstances. It has not been easy, but you have persisted and prevailed. The fact that you're graduating today is proof, of course, of your intelligence, but most importantly, it speaks to your resilience. a trait that will serve you now well throughout the rest of your life when your grandchildren are on the stage and you're the ones in the audience applauding their success. If history has taught us anything, it's that challenges are inevitable. But I hope that when you encounter challenges in the future, you'll think back to this time of life. Think back to the way you adapted when you were succeeding in earning your high school diplomas during one of the most challenging times in our country's history. And remember that you have the strength, the intelligence, and the resolve to truly overcome anything. Through your success at FAU High and the university, you have shown high ability, great self-discipline, and maturity beyond your years. Your intellectual and creative gifts make you natural leaders, and you leave a mark on FAU forever. You are the front runners that will lead the way, and I am confident in the future of our country and the world. It's in your hands, and it's in great hands. As you embark on this next step in your journey, please remember you will always be members of the FAU family. Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so very proud of you.
Thank you so much, President Kelly, for being a true champion of our school. It is clear you see the value in our program, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate you. He speaks so from the heart. It's unbelievable. And like he said yesterday, he could have spoken about anything. He talked about you. So also, Florida Atlantic University is governed by 13 Board of Trustee members, 6 of whom are appointed by the governor, who must be confirmed by the Florida Senate. Trustees are responsible for many cost-effective policy decisions appropriate to the university's mission. Since Mr. Brad Levine's appointment to the FAU Board of Trustees in 2018, he has shown his commitment to education, FAU and especially to FAU High School. Mr. Levine chairs the FAU Lab School Leadership Committee, a vital resource as we raise funds for our construction project, and he participates in programs that help first generation to attend college students. Mr. Levine's success around the world informs all of his decisions at FAU. He has successfully built multiple technology companies, including a software company, a healthcare company, a life annuity insurance company, and a mutual fund trading systems, all while maintaining civic involvement and serving on multiple boards around the United States. I am honored to welcome FAU High School's parent of a graduating senior and FAU Board of Trustee member, Mr. Brad Levine.
Good afternoon and congratulations, graduates. This is a very special time for you. It's a time to celebrate. But by a show of hands, who has worked really, really hard to get here? I want to see. I see 100%. Wow. Everyone has worked seriously hard. And from what I can see, you've made some really close friends. I also see more graduation honor cords than I've ever seen at any graduation before. So congratulations there. Many of you are going to finish your university degree at FAU, and others are enrolling at other prestigious colleges around the country. But being smart is not always enough. You have to learn how to use your creative abilities to solve problems in unique and diverse ways. And not all problems are easily or quickly solved. Life is not an algebra equation. In fact, some of the world's most difficult problems have multiple and competing solutions, but I have a really good feeling that some of you will help find answers to those problems. So as you embrace life's chapter, remember 3 simple guiding principles. And always feel free to add your own unique twist to make these principles your own. First, listen to others. As doors close, others open, and success is built over time. So surround yourself with people with diverse thoughts, which might and often make you feel uncomfortable. find a new friend and go for a walk, or just get coffee with an old friend. But when you engage in these face-to-face conversations, please listen to the words in the white space. Listen for the words that are not said. Just listen. Next, number 2. Life is not always fair or just, and you don't always get what you earn or deserve. These are not roadblocks, but often some of the best opportunities you'll find. For example, when you apply for a grant or admittance to school, you generally apply to more than one because you just never know. These are the opportunities. You are strong, you are persistent. So remember, as a door closes, another always opens. And lastly, number 3, there is no get-rich plan. There is no fast lane to becoming a doctor or getting an MBA or becoming a black belt. Every goal is built on the backs of other goals, and together you gain that success. The bottom line is success is built over time with, as President Kelly said, persistence. Just by being here, you have achieved a goal that cannot be reached in a day, or a week, or a month, or even a year, but one that takes a dedicated time to obtain. The fact you've been able to do this speaks to your character as much as it does to your academic talents. You have shown that you can set priorities, work through difficulties, and keep progressing towards this day, despite the many obstacles, and we know there were many, that inevitably pop up in the course of daily life. And this year was a very special year in everyday life. So you've shown yourself as a person that can meet these challenges, but also who seeks them. And this, the seeking out, is a rare and powerful character trait. All of us at the Board of Trustees hope you will find and maintain your connections to FAU wherever life takes you. We are very proud of you. We are confident that you will continue to seek and meet challenges in the years ahead, just as you've done here at FAU High School. And before I close, I would like to send out one very special mention to my beautiful daughter. Della Bellabine, your daddy loves you. So congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you so much, Mr. Levine, for being an advocate for our school. We appreciate your continued support of our students' journey. Thank you so much. Well, what a difference a year makes. 12 months ago, we were in a time of great uncertainty, unprecedented times. What we thought would be an extended spring break forced us all to withdraw from the warmth of a hug and the joy found in an in-person conversation. Yet within the peak of separation, I had the privilege to meet with some of you through SGA during weekly meetings, serving as a vehicle for the energy you had to want to do something. This brought me back to your 9th grade year. From the moment this group began, I could see you were leaders. I vividly remember gathering in the media center with 150 emotional, frustrated freshmen that wanted to do something. Something to get your voices heard, like making posters, making signs, holding town halls, and even marching off campus to speak. Your voices just needed to be heard. And although, in my opinion, the adults here created vast opportunities for you to break up in committees, meet on the field for a school-wide picture, and provided counseling services for all, it was clearly not enough for you. I remember 4 of you even getting up and marching to the parking lot, and once I caught up to you, I'm like, where are you going? And you just looked at me blankly. It was such a tough time, and you had to understand I came here as a former elementary principal, and they just give you hugs and everything's okay. And that's what I thought we could do here. But you've taught me more, and at that moment, I knew we were doing everything we could, providing opportunities for you to transcend. I was confident that at the end of the day, that this group of students, as long as you knew that we loved you and we're here to support you, you'd be okay. And those little freshmen were okay, but something was still missing. Now, fast forward to COVID. COVID steals the end of your junior year, and I find myself once more sitting amidst a group of students who wanted their voice heard again. I was taken aback about how mature you'd become, and this time I had a different approach. I began to give you the reins and let you be the young adults that you wanted to be. I certainly pushed back on your ideas, and each week you came back with more thoughtful plans. All of your planning and brainstorming offered a remarkable connection with a very empowering individual. The incredible session we had with Barb Schmidt was the motivation to an unbelievable event that would send out love and support to so many who needed it. It was humbling to witness the positive impact that you had on others. Seeing you come together in such an important time was truly evidenced by the care packages you put together for your peers, faculty, and staff. Even in heavy and difficult situations, you all persevere. You work hard and excel both academically and personally. Every member in this community is incredibly proud of your remarkable commitment to excellence, and most importantly, to each other. Seniors, as you waited in great anticipation for the day of your high school graduation, it is our hope that you realize that you're surrounded by love and pride which members of your family and community offer to you. To many of them, it seems just like yesterday that they were witnessing your first steps, your first day in kindergarten, and all of the milestones between those special days and this afternoon. They have supported you on this journey, guided you, and even provided extra encouragement when it was needed, especially during this last year. Parents, this year has brought you many challenges too, and yet your continued dreams and hope for your children are seen in front of you today, sitting here. Students, please take a moment to thank your parents and members of your family for their love, encouragement, and unwavering support. Thank you. Seniors, I know you realize there's a team of educators that adore you and are willing to do whatever necessary to help commemorate you in person as you graduate today. This event doesn't happen unless educators that care about you genuinely take the time and effort to truly provide something special. I'd like to take a moment to thank all the faculty and staff that has assisted in this commencement ceremony today. Class of 2021, you were my second group of freshmen to come through my watch. So I was so happy when Miss Rick arrived your sophomore year. She became the ninja spy, showing up when you least expected it, finding your spots in the library, or speaking to you at SLS where you'd get many eye rolls. Right, Lucia? Yeah. You couldn't get away with much, but with that, she was the one who you can call on your Google phone at any time. And she was always ready to listen any time of the day to help you find a solution, and even at nights or on the weekends. Thanks, Miss Rick. So each year, I try to figure out what inspiration, what can I share, what inspires me for this graduating class, and every time I would try to find something, it would just keep coming back to you. And I think the final time when at the football field, when I stood up and watched all of you and seen just the love and compassion that you have for each other, I knew that it was you. You care about each other, you enjoy each other's company, and you want to be there for each other, not just academically, but also in other aspects of your life. I just stood back and said to myself, wow, I've learned so much from this class. So here are some of the lessons I learned from the class of 2021. Never give up, even when you trip and fall. Never doubt or bet with the kids, or you may end up with red and blue hair. When you want the announcer to start calling you FAU High School, you win. Time is not an obstacle. Where you live and income does not matter if you have a dream, drive, and opportunity to pursue it. Friendships are foundational to happiness. You are loyal to your friends and always each other's biggest cheerleaders. You are determined to not only change your lives, but your family's lives for the better. To you, time is only a guideline, as evidenced in all the broken curfews on your school trips that I heard about in the last few days. So you're very good at distracting us also from those broken curfews. One of these times is when you earned the Rookie of the Year at the first Robotics Competition World Championship in Houston amidst a robot proposal on stage. Speaking of broken curfews, I even found out that royalty doesn't intimidate you, as one of you went on a date with a princess in the Galapagos, breaking your curfew the very last night. Yeah, do you believe that? But you are an extraordinary group of students that made an impact on so many. Your inventions and research aim to save the world by addressing United Nations' top challenges like providing portable, low-cost options to help others that don't have access to sanitation, performing automated 3D spatial genomics on tumor biopsies, researching on antibiotics for resistant bacteria, creating mental health awareness platforms where your peers can access tools to facilitate healing and balance, and creating a solution for increased diagnostic accuracy of patient cancer tumors. Those were just a few of the many. You were also the catalyst to open many doors for students who will come after you, with things like your success in the Max Planck Honors Program, which led to the partnership with Max Planck Academy, education abroad, although COVID delayed the second trip. This group paved the way for future students to engage in research abroad. And a special thank you to your class for reopening the literal and figurative doors to the library. As the library is a lucrative location, only one of our students could figure out how to profit from hanging out in the library by entering a social media contest and winning a study room with free snacks during exam week. That's amazing. And finally, ready for this one, Dr. Herbst? I will never forget the feeling in the pit of my stomach, because usually when I get calls from the university, it's never good. I received a call from the head of esports in the student union saying, "We need to talk about one of your students." Pause, Max Herbst. So before having any of the details, I was quite fearful of how I was going to approach that conversation with Dr. Herbst, but to my surprise and delight, the highly esteemed young man impressed the student union so much that they wanted to open up opportunities for all of our A.D. Henderson and FAU high school students, faculty, and staff, which led to today. So thank you to all of you. Every year, I recognize that our graduating class will have future doctors who are going to cure cancer, lawyers, and maybe even the president. But today, I'm confident that one of you will be a Nobel laureate. And I'm convinced that our first space stock physician astronaut is sitting in this room. Hopefully, some lessons you have learned during your time at FAU High. Don't ask your principal if she's canceling your club while she's on the plane flying with you to your club's competition. Miss Rick will email you, call you, or find you until you do it, whatever it is. We know you are not always studying in the library, and hopefully you will be cautious when cameras are coming on college campuses during spring break. You may be smarter than most of the adults, but IQ doesn't supersede respect and experience. Miss Rick, this is a great one. It's not the grade you make, but the hands you shake. Relationships do matter, but I think you got that down. You don't have to see it to dream it and make it a reality. Sometimes you have a special gift that you might not recognize yourself, like when you expect to win an athletic recognition and end up receiving the coveted tree award. And finally, we will always be here for you. The entire FAU family, from the president to the superintendent to the board of trustees, all the way to the cafeteria staff, loves you and is anxiously awaiting to see how you will positively impact the world. Hopefully some of you have been so transformed by our school that in the future you'll be sitting here in this audience watching your children walk across the stage. Our graduates have benefited from the mentoring, coaching, and support provided by the FAU faculty and staff of A.D. Henderson University School and FAU High. We have 5 seniors in this year who we lovingly refer to as Henderson lifers, meaning they started their journey here with A.D. Henderson and FAU High School as tiny little kindergartners. Look how cute they are. Skyla Baltzer, Sam Hazami, Maya Chasm, Elisa McClellan, and Hannah Mendez. Please stand for a moment so we can recognize you. And I want to take a moment also to thank all of the A.D. Henderson University K-8 teachers for all the love, guidance, patience, and knowledge that you provided to the students in their formative year. And you continue to wrap around them and help them, even with Ms. Francani working with you for the song. It was unbelievable. So thank you so much, K-8 teachers. If you're in the audience, can you please stand or wave in the back? Academically, these students continue to break the mold of a traditional high school student, and 5 of these classes received their bachelor's degree during the university commencement. This brings our number to over 50 students who've received their university diplomas before they received their high school diplomas. Congratulations to Ansley Blackwood, Rebecca Doom, Kevin Figueroa, Nicole Noodleman, and Cien Wu. Congratulations. As we continue to celebrate academic excellence, we will now honor our students who have earned national or state recognition for their achievements. If you were a Rotary Club of Boca Raton Sunset of this, it's a mouthful, for the Scholar of the Month, please stand. The following students were distinguished as Scholars of the Month for this year, each earning $500 scholarships in recognition at the annual gala. We have Zachariah John, Hannah Phelps, Paris Prince, Maya Chasm, Andrew Simonson, Chloe Joseph, Cassidy Johnson, Matthew Lopez. Now, if you're a if you're a recipient of a scholar designation, please stand, all of you that received it, and I will go over it real quick and keep standing as I go through it. National African American, Hispanic American, Indigenous American Scholar, Pathfinder Award semifinalist, the winners will be announced May 27th. 2 Presidential Scholar nominees are all academic all-state team winners, and 3 Scholastic Achievement Foundation nominees. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. 34% of this class of our graduating seniors were recognized as National Merit students. This is the list of the names. We had 19 National Merit commended students, 2 National Merit semifinalists, and 31 National Merit finalists. Most of them have already been notified of their scholar status and offered National Merit scholarships. We are so proud of you. Obviously, you have been congratulated, and we continue. And Ms. Pilar, thank you so much for all your help getting them past the finish line this year, and the rest of the team. Thank you so much to all of you. Congratulations. In 2017, the one-of-a-kind FAU High School Med-Direct program, pipeline program, was established with 4 seniors being offered guaranteed admission to the FAU College of Medicine as they graduated high school. This year, 2 additional students were admitted into the program. Congratulations to Hannah Phelps and Cassidy Johnson for this phenomenal achievement. Many of the students in the class of 2021 are graduating with academic honors. 43 of our students are graduating with FAU High School's highest honor distinction of summa cum laude, 24 with magna cum laude, and 40 with cum laude. Please stand and be recognized for your achievement, all of you. Thank you. We also had several students reach some incredible academic milestones. Kevin Figueroa was the youngest person accepted at both USC and Babson for their Masters of Science in Entrepreneurial and Innovative Programs and received a 50% honor scholarship for both graduate programs. Congratulations. Michael Evrod Vicio was admitted to the, you ready for this, the University of Pennsylvania Carey Law School to begin on his Juris Doctorate, as he will complete his bachelor's in political science, minoring in economics this summer. So he will start law school in the fall. Of course, as we recognize our students for their achievement, one that stands out is how this class, who always is on the go, has ensured that they give back to others by committing to over 35,000 hours of volunteer service within our community. 19 students completed over 500 hours of community service. This is designated by a light blue honor cord. I'd like to highlight one student that has volunteered 1,077.5 hours of her time to impact the community. Hannah Phelps. Thank you for your sacrifice and dedication to others. Our students excel academically as well as athletically. These graduating seniors are part of multiple milestones for our school. Our athletes unrelentlessly competed to earn titles such as FHSAA Academic Team Champions, District Champions, Regional Runner-Ups, State Qualifiers, and State Medalists in their event. We have 8 amazing seniors who, through their time at FAU, earned state medals for their athletic accomplishment. Clive, Zach, Hannah, Maya, Devin, Nora, Lucia, and Christian, thank you for leaving a legacy for the future FAU students to live up to. Congratulations. At this time, all high school athletes, please stand. And before you sit down, we got to give a big, huge round of applause. Our coach, athletic director Chris Child, hot off the press, Sun Sentinel Coach of the Year. Congratulations. Thank you. You can be seated. It's not by chance that we continue to grow and have success. This is due to the commitment of our students in every aspect of their lives. Our final results from academic state championships were phenomenal. The competition consisted of 4 separate events this year: propaganda, theme, history, presidential history, and current events of 2020. Join me in congratulating the following students on their plethora of accomplishments: Cassidy Johnson, Michaela McKenzie, Cheyenne Braswell, Latoya Willis, and Christopher Cox. Thank you for keeping our champion streak going. Several of our students participated in either one or both of the Mathematical Association of America's American Mathematics Competition, known as the AMC. Based on the top 3 students in each contest, FAU is a School of Honor for the AMC 10 and a School of Merit for the AMC 12. Congratulations to Christopher Cox, as he qualified for the intermediate level examination in the American Invitational Mathematics Examination. Congratulations. Our exceptional students not only influence our community on the surface, but strive to leave a lasting impression on the lives of others. The FAU Honor Scholar Program recognizes students each year for their exemplary achievement in 5 categories. Each year, one student rises to the top of each of these categories as Scholars of the Year. These scholars have exceeded expectations and gone above and beyond to positively influence their communities with their hard work and dedication. Please join me in celebrating the following Scholars of the Year. Sam Hazami is awarded Field Experience Scholar of the Year for his work with Journey Aviation. Hannah Phelps is awarded Creative Work Scholar of the Year for her work with Girl Scouts USA and her creative approach to health and wellness. Maya Chasm is awarded Undergraduate Research Scholar of the Year for her work with Dr. Auslander in the College of Medicine on her project titled The Impact of Heart Failure and Dementia on High-Risk Older Adults. Devin Willis is awarded STEM Competition Scholar of the Year for his involvement in numerous STEM competitions since 6th grade and his leadership role in multiple award-winning teams throughout his high school career. And Lily Walker has earned the Peer Mentor of the Year recognition for her continued excellence as a peer mentor among her FAU high school peers. Congratulations. In addition to Scholar of the Year, the Honor Scholar Committee also recognizes those students who have demonstrated their dedication to their craft by disseminating their learning and talents to audiences outside of FAU. The following students were awarded $500 for their willingness to travel great distances to share their knowledge. Casey Hudspeth, Maya Chasm, Zachariah John, Crystal Lopez, Devin Willis, and Maria Castro Vidal. Congratulations. In total, 57 Honor Scholar Cords were awarded to the class of 2021. Congratulations. This year, 4 seniors were identified by the Max Planck Florida Institute for Neuroscience to continue the FAU Max Planck Data Science Enrichment Program. Through their pioneering program, FAU high school students under the mentorship from FAU and Max Planck researchers applied the latest AI and machine learning techniques to address current research questions in neuroscience. These students proudly wear a turquoise V-stole to symbolize their participation in this initiative. If the following students can please stand, congratulations to Zach John, Hannah Phelps, Devin Willis, and Tiffany Zhang for their exceptional academic performance and advanced undergraduate research accomplishments. This gained them admissions into the FAU Max Planck Honors Program in Neuroscience. So thank you again. Undergraduate research is an incredible way you have affected the change in our world. You have conducted research on a wide range of topics that include new techniques for diagnosing sickle cell disease, optimizing solar car design, human impacts on sea lions, behavior, peer interactions among preschool children. In the last couple years, you and your peers have co-authored 52 peer-reviewed publications, won over $182,000 in research funding, and delivered over 350 research presentations. This is incredible, an accomplishment for anybody, even for an undergraduate or university student, and are unprecedented for high schoolers. This is one of the hallmarks of our program and immediately illustrates the caliber of you who sit here ready to graduate from FAU High. You are unbelievable. I read these things and I still am shocked sometimes when it's in writing and I have to say it. This is incredible. Dr. Meredith, and to all of you that worked in the undergraduate research department, 55 peer-reviewed articles, $182,000 in research funding, and 350 research presentations. That's pretty impressive. Unbelievable. Congratulations. Parents, with all of these achievements, you don't need to worry. You see, with their drive, determination, commitment to help others, coupled with the support, and provided by the partnership of Florida Atlantic University and our faculty and staff at FAU Lab Schools, I have witnessed members of this class have talents not often found in the workplace, and I am sure that these talents will set them apart in the future. And most importantly, get them off your family payroll. Class of 2021, yes, you can applause to that, absolutely, I would too. Class of 2021, thank you for leaving your mark on our university. Your only limits now are the ones you set for yourself. With your leadership, the world will be stronger than before. And remember, no matter where your journey takes you, we are your roots. You are and will always be part of the Florida Atlantic University High School family. Go Owls. And now, I have the honor of introducing our first student speaker. Before making her mark with amazing achievements, participating in school activities, and thoughtful leadership at FAU High School, our next speaker first started in kindergarten at A.D. Henderson and walked the halls of the elementary and middle school for 9 years. During her tenure at FAU High School, this talented future leader pursued a challenging academic program in biological science with pre-med studies maintaining a 4.0 university GPA. and has been an immense contributor in all the facets of school life at FAU High School and FAU. She has been an OWL Care leader, offering support to students on stress management, health and wellness, and as Director of Advocacy, Healthcare Administration, and Public Health for FAU, she educates members on healthcare policies and patient advocacies, to name a few. She is the founder and program director of Connected Through Caring, aimed at offering services and support to members of the senior community who have been affected by COVID-19. She is a National Merit Scholar, Rotary Club Boca Raton Sunset December Scholar of the Month, to name a few recognitions. And to top things off, she's an accomplished undergraduate researcher. She won second place at the FAU Undergraduate Research Symposium in 2018, and her continued research in geriatric medicine and gerontology with the FAU College of Medicine discusses the impact of heart failure and dementia on return rates for high-risk older adults. I could talk about her forever, but I'm going to stop and let you listen to her. Maya Chasm, please come join me on the stage.
Sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Bees, for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Class of 2021, we did it. Parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and loved ones watching from afar, you must be so proud of your graduate. I know I certainly am. It is a great honor for me to be standing on this stage to celebrate the graduation of the senior class of 2021 at Florida Atlantic University High School. Before I begin my remarks, I'd like to take a moment to thank Dr. Kelly, Mrs. Bees, Dr. Herbst, Mrs. Rick, Mrs. Adam, and all other faculty and staff who have been committed to the success of each and every one of us. You have put tremendous effort into our journeys here at FAU High, and we are so grateful for all that you have done. I am proud to call FAU my second home. My journey on the FAU campus actually began in preschool at Karen Slattery. That was where my parents drove me every day and kissed me goodbye to calm the butterflies in my stomach. After attending A.D. Henderson from kindergarten through 8th grade, those same butterflies showed up again as I began my journey at FAU High in 9th grade. We all had no idea what to expect. Okay, maybe one thing we had in mind was to airdrop memes from iPad to iPad, but other than that, we really were in for a ride filled with sleepless nights and long studying hours spent completing Miss Tamar's Alex Pies, reading and rereading the Scarlet Letter for Mrs. Baker's English class, practicing our conjugation of verbs in Spanish for Señora Siciliano, watching Mrs. Vargas's biology YouTube videos, and taking notes from probably the thickest history textbook ever to prepare for our pop quizzes in Mr. Clevenger's class. I won't forget those. At orientation, the teachers did a great job at emphasizing that 9th grade was going to be the hardest year of our lives, but for good reason. The rigor and boot camp-like nature of freshman year was supposed to set us up for success in our years to come as full-time undergraduates. And that it did. In front of me are National Merit Scholars, student government leaders, STEM researchers, activists, creative masterminds, and student athletes. While we are so young, we've had the privilege to accomplish so much. We've published in peer-reviewed journals, won grants at entrepreneurial competitions, placed in Model United Nations, academic games, science Olympiad championships, and presented at prestigious research conferences. In fact, only an hour ago before the start of today's ceremony, I presented at an international research conference for the American Geriatric Society. I'm one of many students who through FAU High have had opportunities presented to us that no other high school student has access to in the nation. Just this year, we have had 5 students graduate with their bachelor's before even receiving their high school diplomas today. This is who we are. We are a hybrid student, the intersection of our professional identities and, don't forget, our high school identities, makes us such a unique group of individuals. Our semesters as full-time undergraduates brought on a world of new challenges, but also freedom and exploration. We spent 10th grade finding our way around campus, joining clubs, and attending classes toward the degrees of our choosing. 11th grade brought much of the same until the COVID-19 pandemic shifted our world. We had to adjust to a new normal, taking our classes online and figuring out how to keep our pets from barking or our younger siblings from entering our rooms while on important Zoom calls. Though we were all at home, we were somehow more connected than ever. The sense of camaraderie and care that we all shared for each other was highlighted during this time and extended into our senior year. We are no longer the nervous 9th graders entering the high school building with butterflies. Instead, we have grown into impressive individuals shaped by our friendships, our opportunities, and our experiences at FAU High. As we embark on our new journeys, I'm confident that we will leave an indelible mark wherever life takes us. In the fall of 2018 of our sophomore year, a lesson we received left an indelible mark on me. If my peers remember, our very first class of our first official semester as college students was SLS. Shout out to Mrs. Adam. For many of us, it was also probably our last time waking up early on a Monday morning for an 8 a.m. class. Those are tough. On one of those Mondays, a guest speaker from SLS, Dr. Gary Rose from FAU's College of Medicine, presented to us what it means to be a doctor. In that presentation, he showed a diagram that said that saving one life was like saving all of humanity. That one woman you saved could go on to become the grandmother of a future president, or a future doctor who's going to invent this crazy cool surgical procedure, or a teacher who will educate a new generation of students. While all may not study medicine and literally help save a life, what we have learned here at FAU High and FAU has given us the motivation and tools to help humanity in some capacity. Some of us may go on to law school and become a congressman or congresswoman that will propose legislation to serve the health and educational needs of millions of Americans. Others may pursue an engineering degree and change our nation's infrastructure or help combat our climate and clean energy crisis. And still others might finish up with their bachelor's in business and become CEO of a successful company that will make life easier for so many. Because of FAU High, we have built up our grit, creativity, and curiosity, the secret formula we need to help overcome any challenge in our world. And so now, if you'll indulge me for just a moment so that I can draw from my heritage, I'd like to leave you with these final words from the great author and Lebanese poet Khalil Gibran. Your reason and your passion are the rudder and the sails of your seafaring soul. To all of us graduating today, go forth on your mission using all the reason and intellect you've developed here at FAU High and apply it toward your passion, that area that you really love, and just go for it. You'll make a difference and leave the world a better place than how you found it. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Maya. Amazing. In the very near future, I guarantee you will find our next speaker running a medical lab up in space, maybe even heading up the first hospital on Mars. This young man's achievements transcend to the classroom. His school community, athletics, and co-curricular activities are well-rounded and numerous. He is a National Merit Scholar, Pathfinder finalist, Academic All-State finalist, Rotary Club Boca Raton Sunset Scholar of the Month, and a Barb Schmidt Fellow, to name a few. As an undergraduate research, he has traveled to the Galapagos Island to study sea lion behavior and soon will be among a group of published authors for the Journal of Science and Conservation in the Galapagos Island. Maybe even a prince there too. As a member of the Max Planck Honors Program, he continues to study the flight behavior of fruit flies under different neurological stressors. He has demonstrated a commitment to our school with his service as a high school orientation leader, tutor, and recruiter. He has been the captain of the varsity cross country and track and field team, a district and regional track champion, and a state medalist. Zach was also a top 3 finalist in the state of Florida Dairy Farmers Academic All-State Team. This did not come easy, as his story will attest, but his unwavering commitment, even during adversity, is empowering to all. As a Barb Schmidt Fellow, he became a South Florida social activist and is also a co-founder of the For Freedom Project at FAU, where he brings attention to the dangers of human trafficking through technology. He is pursuing a bachelor's degree in science, technology, and international affairs, heading to Georgetown University in the fall. Please join me in welcoming Zach John.
Hello, graduates, parents, faculty, distinguished guests. Welcome and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. First, thank you to FAU and the Student Union for allowing us to celebrate this day, and I'd also like to thank God for helping me stand here today. To our teachers, thank you. I miss the days where we'd act out the crucible, listen to John Green's sweet voice, compete in bio cahoots, or complain about Alex. While I still have nightmares of Mr. Clevenger saying, "Clear your desks," we're grateful to you for all you've done for us. You not only prepared us for life at the university, but for everything beyond. To our administration, our research team, our counselors, our advisors, our coaches, thank you for working with us, creating opportunities for us, and answering all of our frenzied emails. To Coach Childs, for 4 years of mentorship and tough love, thank you. To Miss Mock, who's somewhere out there watching this right now, we love you, and we are proud to be your first and last graduating class at FAU High. To Miss Rick and Miss Bees, thank you for always supporting us. And to Dr. Kelly and Dr. Herbst, thank you for pushing us and our school to excellence. Finally, thank you parents for your support, for celebrating this day with us, and for all the food money you provided. And if I may, Dad, can you please stand? I don't get to say this often enough, but I love you, and in the words of Kevin Durant, you the real MVP. Graduates, today we are receiving the baton. But before we turn and run ahead towards the future, I think it's important to take one last look back at our past. In freshman year, our naive selves walked into the hallway. We received our new iPads, tried to figure out whatever focus was, and met new friends. We played Foursquare at lunch, then Foursquare got banned. We played Fortnite on the iPads, then that got banned too. Then we went to the rec, and you know what? I'll stop. We heard Travis Mannion's "If Not Me, Then Who," learned Miss Tamar's growth mindset, celebrated holidays, and survived together as a tight-knit community. And then it was time to cross the street. We shook hands in SLS, burned through trees in PSAT, and walked in packs through campus. We spent just a little too much time in the library, took classes whenever we wanted, thank you, and then recited the oh-so-poetic "We Are Fire," A, after Kobe dropped his legendary Lizzie McGuire. And time kept moving forward. In junior and senior year, we forgot how to log into Focus, learned how to not walk in packs, experienced the nightmare that is FAU parking, and learned and delved deeper into our respective fields, beginning to understand who we are, what matters to us, and what we want to do. Even among students years older than us, we found independence and a young maturity. And despite being at the university, we still connected to the high school, building up FAU High clubs, athletics, and organizations. Isn't it funny how day by day, nothing changes, but when we look back, everything is different. The hours of freedom we were given, that was life, and I could talk for hours about all of the good things, but I think you know that it wasn't all like that. We came together to support each other through hardship. We came together to mourn the losses at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. We came together to stand in solidarity against injustice in this country. And even though it wasn't easy, we came together during this pandemic when the world was flipped upside down. It was hard to communicate, hard to maintain good connections, but we moved forward together. Our 4 years here were bookended by adversity, but through it all, what I've learned is this: what binds us together is our experience. My friends, this definitely wasn't a normal high school experience, but these past 4 years have been incomparable, an experience unlike anything else. And I think it's invaluable that despite seeking our own majors, despite parting ways early on, what unites us is the fact that forever we are owls, even as we leave as graduates today. Our class consists of future lawyers, doctors, engineers, pilots, and artists, a girl who dreams of working in criminal justice, a guy who wants to become the president, and a short kid who wants to go to space. That's us. You taught me, you inspired me, you pushed me. So my classmates, I want to share the greatest lesson that I've learned during these 4 years. My sophomore year, at the track state championship, the most important moment of my life, I dropped the baton. I failed. It was devastating. I felt like a disappointment to my teammates, coaches, and to myself. But that's when Dr. Herbst, who after watching our race came to me, spoke the words I would never forget. "What matters, Zach, is that you immediately went back, picked up that baton, and finished your race when you could have given up." Life is full of drop batons. We all had dreams and plans that were crushed by this pandemic. Even this senior year, we faced more hardship, more polarization, more stress, more moments where we were struggling to pick up a baton or wondering if we should even get up at all. 3 weeks ago in my last track season, I couldn't even walk. I got injured. I failed again. I'd never be able to redeem myself, never fulfill my dream, and never be able to justify all of the sacrifices that we made. But in my darkest hour, when I felt hopeless, I remembered the words that Dr. Herbst spoke to me 2 years prior. And I got up and I reached deeper. I rehabbed my injury, kept my faith, overcame pressure, and raced with my heart. And 7 days ago, our relay medaled at the state championship. This baton is your life, and it's getting passed to you today. And just like Dr. Herbst taught me, what matters most is finishing your race. And I promise you will drop the baton many, many times as you run forward. And many of you already know what that feels like. But when that time comes, remember what your baton represents. Remember the people who support you, the sacrifices you've made, the path that you're on, and the race that you need to finish. Remember your identity as an FAU owl, because that is what makes our class different. In adversity, we always got up. Pick up your baton for yourself, for others, and for our world. As we look back on the last leg of our race, high school, we prepare to carry our batons to the next one. Together, we've pushed through unprecedented times, and our future is no different. Class of 2021, we faced the greatest challenge that any class has ever faced: to mend our world. But to the scientists, the activists, the artists, the teachers, the leaders, I trust you. I trust you to pick up your baton, to live fulfilling lives, and to never forget this experience that we've shared. To close, I'd like to quote the end of Lizzie McGuire. "We finna do this forever. We finna do this together. We do this together." My friends, live by this. In my last race, after years of failing and getting back up, I did not drop the baton. Thank you.
Thank you again, Maya and Zach. I'm speechless, which doesn't happen often. I'm very proud of your accomplishments and your representation of the class of 2021. But before we invite Mrs. Adam up, There was a tradition that was started 3 years ago by a student who came to me and said, Miss Bees, we'd like to do a video for the class. And I said, okay, we'll try it. And this year was not any different. So Lucia Jenga Sparrow made this wonderful video for you. So before we do our roll call and we send you to graduate, we'd like you to take a few minutes and enjoy this amazing video made by your friends.
All right, I'm recording. Okay, ready? Ready? If you could give me advice on anything in the world, what would you tell me?
Advice on anything in the world?
To follow your heart and live a life that's fulfilling to what you want and not what others think about what you should be doing.
Don't let other people influence your view on yourself.
Learn how to develop compassion, not only for others, but for yourself.
Try new things and stay open-minded.
Because if you always do what is within your limits, you're never going to learn anything new or live your life.
If you want to be good at something, make sure you put your 100% effort into everything you do in that aspect.
You should really treasure your friends and really hold on to them throughout your high school experience and in general, because they're your biggest support system.
A positive outlook on life.
I would say stick to your journey, make sure to chase your dreams.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I would say to just live life in the moment and take advantage of every happy moment you have, and if something goes wrong, take it as a way to get better.
What have you done to make the world a better place, or what are you most proud of?
Changing the culture of FAU High Athletics.
Say javelin. I gotta say javelin. I can't not say javelin.
Dismantling and personal development is what I'm most proud of.
I think I'm most proud of getting involved in this research lab because I think it has a big impact on drugs that could be used in the future for like medical purposes.
I guess just kind of like the volunteer work I do with like robotics, when I was just kind of helping
inspire other people to work harder.
And I think it's really important just to like spread kindness while you're helping those around you.
I know that I'm surrounded by incredibly strong and amazing mentors, friends, and family.
Really proud of myself for getting into 2 really prestigious music programs. I got into Berklee in Boston, Berklee College of Music, and the Elon University music program in North Carolina. So I think it was a really proud moment because I was able to see myself affirmed by others who are up in the industry that I want to be in.
What is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
Earth. Just everything on Earth, I guess.
A rocket launch at Cape Canaveral last year.
Heaven Gates Mountain in China.
A combination of clouds and the sun setting. Probably the mountains whenever I go skiing.
Like the snow, just like everywhere on like a lake and stuff like that.
LeBron James game-winning block on the Golden State Warriors in 2016.
What's your wildest dream?
I wouldn't really say this is wild, but like my dream is to like gain financial freedom and just not have to worry about anything in life. I really want to get to that point.
To be, a musician and be able to tour and really make a living off of that while doing what I love.
To have multiple lifetimes worth of accomplishments done in one lifetime.
Travel, like go backpacking in Europe.
My wildest dream is to go to space.
To make a difference in a world that's like big enough to reach a lot of people and not just a single community.
I feel like there's no better feeling than being able to communicate with your peers. Like, I feel like FAU High does a great job of that because I feel like if you have peers and a great example of other students and friends in your life that have the same visions and the same goals as you, it just makes you want to work harder. Maybe in the future I want to make that easier on kids.
When did it hit you that you're an FAU High senior?
Really probably not until last week when I actually finished my classes.
2 weeks ago, honestly.
It still hasn't.
It just feels so weird and it doesn't feel normal, I guess. And
We've been at home so long that I just feel like it's a continuation of just school.
I guess it will hit at graduation, so we'll see.
To be honest with you, I had senioritis since junior year.
When senior year came, I don't know.
Miss Mock or Miss Keo sent us an email and they were like, rising seniors. And I was like, rising what?
When I got like 1,000 emails a week from Miss Rick, like when the grad checks, like
watching like the girls' last soccer game.
When you and Nora started crying, and I was like, wow, this is the last time I'll play soccer with them.
It kind of hit me that everything's coming to an end, and I thought that was kind of weird, but yeah.
I need you to leave yourself a voicemail to listen to in 5 years.
I need to call myself 5 years from now. Oh, I don't even know what next week looks like. What do you want me to answer? What the heck?
Okay.
Alright.
What's up, Clive? It's me from April 30th, 2021.
You're 2 weeks out from graduating high school.
hope you have a girlfriend by now. No. I hope that you're still getting an education.
You're maybe still in school because you wanted to restart college again.
And I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Or doing whatever. It's fun.
I hope you're doing awesome and you graduated college officially.
Kind of hope you didn't fail, and if you did, well, that's kind of an out.
And you made some friends.
I hope that you have strong connection to your family still.
Did great in the MCAT.
I hope you reached every point you wanted to reach in the future.
Doing what makes you happy.
In medical school, hopefully doing a PhD in Europe.
Competing for the U.S. national team now, that 75-meter throw.
Hopefully you set some records in track and got way faster, maybe broke 150 at this point.
I hope you have a dog.
Hopefully you still talk to
Lucia, because my dog.
I hope you keep smiling, and
I hope you're doing good, and I hope you keep working hard. Yeah, good luck.
You got it.
That's it, so thank you very much.
Where's the joke question?
A joke? Bro, this whole recording is a joke.
At this time, I'd like to call Mrs. Adam to come up to the podium for roll call.
All right, graduates, let's do this. Alexandros Agrias. Agirios Agridas. Molly Allen. Kaylee Alvarez. Skyla Anderson. Emily Argueta.
Nicholas Arustamian. Kayla Bakaisa. Skyla Boltzer. Gabriela Barrios Escobar. Lola Batista Bernard. Alexander Beluskov. Sarah Benoit. Alexander Berry. Robert Blanchette. Barrington Boland. Morgan Brady. Sayla Brammer. Cheyenne Braswell. Dory Bustani. Caitlin Cabral. Melanie Caisado. Maria Castro Videla. Sanjana Chandran. Susanna Constant. Christopher Cox. Allison Curry. Noelle Darcy. Nicole DeLance. Daniel Dorville. Ian Dowling. Lauren Eigels. Nora Elabar. Abdul Isani. Cassidy Felicimo. Kevin Figueroa. Melissa Flores. Jennifer Fonsaca. Clive Gassant. Gabriella Gazaniga. Mahashari Ghosh. Augustine Gangasparo. Lucia Gangasparo. Maya Garar. Aitana Gonzalez Borges. Saeed Gonzalez.
Griffin Gordon. Annabelle Graves. Thomas Halleckman. Gavin Hart. Alina Hassan. Sam Hazimi. James Hemingway. Max Herbst. Jose Andres Hernandez Bueso. Galen Holland. Casey Hudspeth. Oasis Husband. Imtisal Imran. Alexander Jensen. Zach John. Cassidy Johnson. Chloe Joseph. Farzad Kareem. Katya Karaleski. Banna Kennedy. Elsa Khan. Maya Chasm. Colby Kirschner. Jonathan Klein. Adam Kolshish.
Jackson Kuipers. Alexander Levinston. Della Levine. Amanda Levitt. Crystal Lopez. Kevin Lopez Peliz. Matthew Lopez. Mandel Lewison. Vincenzo Macari. Neha Matamanchi. Talia Magelnicki. Mariah Manzalilo. Michaela McKenzie. Elisa McClellan. Emily Mylans. Hannah Mendez. Victoria Mensa. Roshni Maragu. Mario Molina. John Vinny Montpremier. Yassine Musa. Jolene Moxham. Christian Murphy.
Jake Myers. Alice Nestorova. Neo Nguyen. Michael Norberto. Nicole Noodleman. Helen Peluso. Maria Pinnell. Samantha Peterson. Christian Pham. Hannah Phelps. Paris Prince. Daniela Ricardo. Talisa Roberts. Lucas Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez Gonzalez. Joshua Rosen. Sophie Rucci. Amir Sanala. Rachel Simonchuk. Andrew Simonson. Angelina Smith. Julia Smith. Maya Smith. Stephanie Stanek. Hannah Stores. Sebastian Silvestri.
Jacqueline Tai. Al Theodarajan. Hunter Torres. Connor Tyrell. Genevieve Van Camp. Tamar Van. Janelle Vasquez. Cameron Veet. Connor Veet. Lily Walker. James Warzicki. Kelsey Wheeler. Devin Willis. Cian Wu. Shirley Sha'u. Tiffany Zhang. We also have 15 additional graduates who are unable to attend the ceremony today due to COVID. They are celebrating with us in spirit from around the world.
At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Herbst, our superintendent, to please join me at the podium. Graduates, please stand. Ready? Dr. Herbst, I certify to you that students seated before you, or standing now before you, have fulfilled all of the requirements as prescribed by the state of Florida and Florida Atlantic University District and are eligible for a high school diploma. It is with honor and pride that I present to you the graduating class of 2021.
Director Bees, class of 2021, by authority vested in me by the state of Florida, the Florida Atlantic University Board of Trustees, the Florida Atlantic University President, Dr. John Kelly, I hereby pronounce you graduates of Florida Atlantic University High School. Congratulations and Godspeed.
We have each been on a journey for the past 4 years that has led us to this point. Throughout this time, we have made unique memories and accomplishments, and our futures remain bright. We will never forget FAU High School and the experiences and opportunities that came with it. Now that our diplomas have been certified, it's time to change our tassels and make it official. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you so much. Parents, families, and friends, thank you so much for sharing this afternoon with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be exiting the auditorium by sections. Please pay attention to the ushers in your section for directions to exit. Once you've cleared out, we will be dismissing our seniors. So seniors, have a seat for a few minutes. We're going to speak to you as soon as the auditorium's cleared out. And once again, thank you to everyone here for making this possible. This was certainly a special graduation. We love you guys and congratulations, class of 2021.
Section 1, please exit as directed. Section 2, please exit as directed.